going on? What's going on? Now, the January job report will be released today, Wednesday, and it was delayed because partial shutdown from the government. So, the delayed in January job report will be released today, and here are some things to expect. Economists expect that January's non-farmer payroll report should show growth that was nil or not much better during this month. The Bureau of Labor Statistics also will report its final benchmark revision for payrolls going back 12 months. Let's see what's going on with the job reports, the jobless claims.
No, I just been doing it like just last week.
I got you.
All right, thank you.
Uh,
Ain't no way they can have me just once.
no. Yeah, right?
Yeah, y'all messed me up with that fucking bus, and they told me I can't miss this. I'm trying to see can I get my ride to come for the afternoon. They told me I can come in later, though.
Oh,
So I'm trying to straighten it out.
alright.
Update trip.
No. Wait, actually, you're probably right. You're probably actually right. It's about 2 in the morning and about 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, so you're right about 5 times. Could vary. Could be 3 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. You're right. I got a tea warmer, but it doesn't. I have to warm it up first in order for it to keep warm. So maybe that will reduce the amount of time I warm my tea up. Mhm. Yep, she's gonna cover another bus for me today.
Yeah,
You say you know about that? That's what's up. Thank you. Appreciate you in advance. No, I'll leave this for you.
Is it hot enough?
It should be. All right. What's going on? What's going on? Well. Right. All right. So let's get into what's going on about this January jobs report, and it's going to be released today. And I haven't checked the label of Bureau statistics. I'll check that in a minute. So let's go over some of these points. Um, let me bring this over here, minimize this, and then we could talk about this. What's going on? Jackie, Jackie Detalia. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Shout out to you, Jackie Detalia. All right, so let's get into what's going on with the job report. So the job report is supposed to be released today, and it will make markets a lot to consider as investors pierce through a fresh data and batches of revision. This is coming from CNBC. Shout out to Jeff Cox on this one. And wow, I think I got it right. Okay, that's what's up. Appreciate it. All right, so let me go into the labor BLS, Bureau of Labor and Statistics, right? All right. So might have the market might be on some stuff today. I ain't gonna curse, all right? So economics expected that January's non-farmer payroll reports will show growth. Okay. That was nil or not much better during the month. On top of that, annual revision also could reveal that the US economy going back to early 2024 had generated few, if any, net jobs. So basically, we ain't even producing that much jobs, even though they're saying that the job market is going good. Um, what's today's date? The 11th. Okay, so the report hasn't been released yet, right? No, it hasn't been released yet. So I think probably around 8:30 or so it might get released. So we're gonna stay on for a little bit longer until it release. All right. Hey, how you doing, Colleen? Jackie, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. How are you doing today? Let me know where you tuning in on this live stream from too. Let me know a little bit more. Um, so let's see. Let's see. So Mark Zandy thinks that zero would be forecast. So I think zero would be forecast, said Mark Zandy, chief economist at the Moody's analyst. The consensus is probably around 50,000. Anything around zero just show how just show you how fragile things are just every week. So every week is changing based on different numbers that's coming out. So one week you have okay, the job market is looking great. Next week you have claims that many people are getting laid off from certain companies, and that end up interrupting the job market and the flow of the job market, right? That's what's up, Jackie. Go to school, get that education. Let me know what you like to study in school. What's your favorite subjects? Um, so this is saying that anything that we might expect to happen will be happening. This is all happening with no layoffs, but layoffs are going to pick up. And he also said, I think we could get job losses here pretty soon. So it's already happening, right? It's already happening. Job losses are already happening. So the payroll report, like I said, will be released today at 8:30 a.m. So in about 10 minutes or so, we should see that reports get released. Delayed 5 days due to the brief government shutdown. So remember the government shutdown, partial shutdown for a little while, about a couple weeks or so. So that's why, like about a week or so. Think about a week. So that's why we're having this. So officially, the Dow Jones consensus forecast is calling for payroll gains of 55,000, a number that has been trending lower and lower and would come after December increase of 50,000. Wait, so they're saying December increase was 50,000 new payroll jobs. And now they're saying in December it might be an increase to 55,000. So that's good. Hmm. that is expected to be good enough to keep the unemployment rate at a still low 4.4%, with annual wage gains of 3.7%. So annual wage gain at 3.7%. But what's inflation? So the unemployment rate is at a low 4.4%, and annual wage gains was at 3.7%. But now the question is, what's the inflation rate? Hmm, hmm. I could look at the labor bureau statistics for that information. Let me see CPI, Consumer Price Index summary for the month of December because January hasn't hit yet. Hmm. So inflation was increased at 2.7%. That's just for that month. But even with that, the index increased. Okay, so 3.1%. But your gains is at 3.7%. So basically, 0.6% is what you're able to gain in order to combat inflation. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, Jackie Natalia, enjoy. Have a great day at school. I'm a supervisor at a transportation logistic company. Um, nice. Go ahead, be a doctor, police, or a teacher. That's some good careers right there. So have a great day. All right. So let's get more into this report from CNBC, right? So wiping out previous gains. Then there are revision, a net to sum problem from the Bureau of Labor Statistics is struggling to get timely and relevant data. Last September, the BLS estimated in its preliminary adjustment that benchmark revision for the year prior to March 2025 would show 99,100 and nope, 9,000, wait, 911,000 fewer jobs. Okay, see, these number stuff be getting confusing, right? All right, because they saying after the preliminary adjustment and everything, prior to March of 2025 would show that 911,000 fewer jobs than previously reported. So after the report came out, you told me that you went back in and did some adjustment and was shown that, okay, you say you had a million jobs, but out of that million jobs, 911,000 jobs was misreported. So it's only actually like what, 90,000 jobs that was added. Interesting, right? So the final count would be less than the but still significant. Goldman, for instance, estimated the number to be between 750,000 to 900,000, while Fed Chair Jerome Powell said a few weeks ago that it could be closer to 600,000 jobs were added for 2025. Okay. Every month of 2025 reported so far has seen downward revision, taking initial reported estimates down by 624,000 and leaving the average monthly payroll gain of less than 40,000. Wednesday reported Wednesday report will feature the first revision for December count. All right, it's almost getting to that time, getting closer to that time of 8:30 when the job report will be released. So we're gonna find out if the job if jobs are getting added or if the unemployment rate will go up. Right now, it's at a low of 4.4%, so that's a good thing, right? But the only bad thing that is the annual wage increase, wage gains is only at 3.7%. I think eventually unemployment will go up because these reports of these layoffs, especially for the month of January, we got companies such as who we got laying off this week. Let me see if I can get back to that report. Yeah, Amazon will be doing some layoffs. FedEx. We'll do a video about that. Amazon, FedEx, UPS already did some layoffs in December. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's all wrong, right? But I'll be right back. Hold on. You couldn't even hear me. What up, man? All right. What's up? My bad. Hotel 909. Yes, yes. Do you think it's gonna go back up? Yes, I think unemployment is gonna go back up. And like you said, you saw that they were revising March 25 numbers, and for March 25, the numbers came out, and they projected those numbers. And after they did the adjustment, now the adjustment is fewer, and it's not just a few numbers fewer. It's actually hundreds of thousands fewer than what they have originally reported. I think, for example, it was supposed to be a certain amount of numbers, but it ended up being like 911,000, hundreds of thousands fewer. Not just a thousand or something like that. Hundreds of thousands fewer. So shout out to you, Koto 909. Unemployment. Yes, the numbers, they did revise the numbers for March 25, and it's showing that it was fewer jobs than originally um, reported. And it's crazy because it's like hundreds of thousands fewer, and that can mess up with the Federal Reserve when they go back to do the interest rate. If the job market is doing good and stuff like that, then I think they don't lower interest rate or however they do it. But yeah, we could see a lot of revision that's going on, and a lot of these numbers could be wrong because they have the numbers come out and then they adjust it. But right now, if you go to the Bureau of Statistics, the numbers should be out. I'm going to go check that report out. I'm going to look at it. We don't on a live. I'm going to do a video about the reports that came out. So shout out to everybody that was on here. Jackie, shout out to you. Jackie, the talent, shout out to you. Kaylin, shout out to you, Kaylin. And Koto 909, shout out to you. Thanks again.